Hey and welcome back! Today I've got the perfect base design for you if you're a duo, trio or even a small group. Your 2x2 footprint can be expanded in so many different ways to fit almost everywhere on the map and works for every group size and playstyle. A 2x2 can either be a small simple base that is easy to raid and hard to defend, or it can turn into a super tanky design with pretty much every feature you could imagine. For this build I went with a simple 2x2 shell expansion, something you've probably seen 100 times on every server already, but I tried to make it actually good and fully playable. We start off with a basic 2x2 starter core, which gives you a decent amount of space in the beginning. It can be turned into a bunker by using a simple roof bunker, or you can swap that out for an oil refinery spot, so you can easily adjust it to your personal preference. To raid the main core, raiders have to go through at least 3 walls, which already makes the base pretty tanky and strong, even against offline raids. The main TC only costs around 12k metal upkeep when the base is fully upgraded and built, which is actually pretty cheap and affordable. By expanding the base with 2-sided multi-TCs, we close off our second layer, which is up to 4 walls to raid. For early raid protection, you also get those multi-TC bunkers right away, which are especially useful during the first night. As we expand further, we get a really cozy but still super spacious open core. You can easily fit 25 large boxes in here, which should be more than enough. To make the open core as defendable as possible, we have retake peaks on every side for an easy online raid defense. But since online raids are pretty rare nowadays, as we all know, the entire open core is fully honeycombed and at least 3 walls to raid from every side. Next we build up the shell, the inner peaks and also the shooting floor. Hidden up here are 2 additional multi-TC bunkers with no visible gaps and no exposed outside walls. There are tons of strong peaks all around, and most of them are even FOB protected. There's a shield wall wrapping all around the base, which means that in case of a raid, you can quickly build up and spam walls. This makes it really hard for raiders to rocket your main base, forcing them to waste a lot of rockets while buying you time to seal. But to make it even stronger, there are hidden automatic turrets behind those garage doors that open when players get close. Dealing with them is a pain, since the garage doors close automatically again, forcing raiders to spend even more rockets on them. The final step is the roof. It gives you headglitch peaks on every side, plus some really nasty angles straight down, making online raids much easier to defend. If raiders want to get your main TC and all your loot, they have to spend around 80 rockets in total, which is insane considering the build and upkeep cost. To fully build this base, you'll need around 91k metal and 58k stone. That makes a total upkeep of about 23k metal and 14k stone. And like always, this base and all the shell mechanics work on both PC and console. If you like my base designs but want more exclusive builds that will never be posted on YouTube, you should definitely check out my Patreon. It is only €5 to get full access to all my private base designs. There are currently 15 different bases to choose from, and if you want to be the first to see new YouTube uploads, you can even get early access and use the base before everyone else. There will be new base designs every month, and you can also vote for designs you want me to build next. Alright, let's get into the base tour. This base has 2 external TCs in total. The upkeep is 8k metal each when everything is fully upgraded and already including doors. This might be a bit higher than usual, but the main TC upkeep is very low. So all in all, the upkeep is easily affordable, don't worry. Like always, each TC is disconnectable in case you have to replace them after a raid. This base has a very useful special feature, a simple self-defending system. Players nearby automatically trigger the garage doors and turrets get exposed. That's a super easy and effective way to get rid of door campers as well. Now we take a look into our mini China/shield wall, which works as a compound. There is a turret covering from above and bedrooms on each side. Every bedroom has a direct peek straight into the entrance area for fast respawn and defense. And as already said, this is actually a full buildable shield wall, so you can easily protect your main base from getting pummeled in an online raid and make them raiders waste a lot of rockets. The bedroom doors can also block off the compound mobility, which might come in handy in raids. We have those FOB protected headglitch peaks all around the base to make it as defendable as possible. They are super useful since raiders can barely see and hit you, which makes the raid defense way easier. We have multiple drop loot rooms as well, perfect if you're planning to use industrial stuff to sort your base. Another turret right here, and additional outside peaks, very simple but effective. And also some breach peaks right above, in case raiders laddering up. Here we have a peek into our sheet wall, which is especially useful in early game. Entering the main base shell, we have turrets covering on each side, which makes breaching in quite annoying. And right here is our first bunker. It offers enough space for 2 barrels and a battery, but you could easily do 4 barrels instead. And we have the exact same bunker on the upper side. This is obviously not meant for your late game main loot. You get those bunkers super early and they can be very useful during the first night. But we get more bunkers later. We have shell bedrooms on every side with additional peaks straight into the shell entrance. They also work as fast jump ups, leading us right up into the inner peaks, just for better mobility in general. Here we have even more space for drop boxes, but you could also use it for some basic loot like wood, tools and so on. A small farm would also work as well if needed. We enter the base from second layer to increase the door rate cost. With a basic loot room right here and space for everything you need like furnaces, bags and even a locker. Everything is fully honeycombed and makes it 3 walls to raid, including the shell layer. Dropping down here we get into our starter base. There is not much to say, since it's just a simple 2x2 core. Everything is fully honeycombed here as well, and at least 3 wards to raid. Main TC upkeep is only 16k metal when fully upgraded, which is super cheap. Jumping up here we get into our mini open core. It is cozy but still offers more than enough space. The open core is also double honeycomb, which means at least 3 wards to raid. Here's a head glitch retake peak for the shooting floor, and also open core retakes on every side. Here we have a super spacious bedroom area, including roof head glitch peaks all around. But before we get to the roof, we take a look into our shooting floor. We have some nice wide angles right here, giving us some good vision right behind the compound. But even more peaks right here, which also works as peaks straight down below into our compound to make sure there are no blind spots. This is not only a shooting floor, we have also inner peaks for the shell, which are great for raid defenses. And of course additional bedrooms coming with pop protected head glitch peaks on both sides. But also a retake into our shooting floor. That's where the fast jump up's leading, by the way. And there are additional peaks right here. Jumping up here we have even more retakes in case of top-down raids. And as I have already mentioned earlier, there are more bunkers. They are fully hidden and have no visible gaps, plus they don't even have an outside wall, so there is a high chance of raiders just fully missing them. And now we take a look at our roof. Here we have some head glitch peaks on the left and right. Nothing special, but nice to have. And turrets all around, which are fully covering the roof. You could easily build up the higher turret pods instead of stems, but that's fully up to you. Over here we have some really nice pop protected peaks. It is really hard to spot you up here. And of course some extra space for vending machines to keep your business going. We have 4 of those roof bedrooms, 1 on each side, including some super simple window peaks, but also additional peaks where you can perfectly see behind our compound, and you can also see the whole entrance area. Alright, and now we jump into the tutorial. Let's start with a starter base, which is a 2x1. Now we expand the base into a 2x2, and you can decide if you want a roof bunker or not. For this tutorial, we're building it without a roof bunker. Now we build the 2 multi-TCs. Next we build the second floor and 2 early bunkers. If there is a gap here, rotate the frames inside the bunker and the gap will be closed. the triangles you can place furnaces or barrels. Now we're building the shell in the open core. If you want retakes in the open core, build a low wall here. If you prefer it closed off, build a half wall instead. You can use both squares as bedroom areas, or you can use the square that gets closed off as a Dropbox room. In that case, build a wall instead of a window. On the multi-TC side, build 3 half walls on the square with low walls on top. Next we build the inner peaks and the shooting floor. If you already have ladder hatches, you can place them here. If you want to close the gaps, you have to build this on every side. Now we build the compound, but you can also build this later if you want. If you build the compound, the metal upkeep will increase by around 3k metal on each external TC. Don't place the barricades all the way at the edge, so you can still place the walls for the shield wall. Next we build the roof. Now I will show you the turret and windmill placement. And lastly, I will show you how to build the automatic turret pods.